she'll make a song about you, and it won't be nice.
Yeah, okay. Now, what would I rather do? Yeah, I know that much.
Okay. If
Good
Taylor
points.
Swift was tied up and wearing tape over her mouth, I'd do her. Otherwise, no help. Miley Cyrus, any day, anytime, any place.
Honestly, I'd smash both of them. I'd just smash in general.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Des
that's
Tweets has another question.
Oh?
Would you rather fight Muhammad Ali or Betty White for 3 rounds?
Muhammad Ali, because he's dead. Dead. Okay, door.
Think about it this way.
I would fight Muhammad Ali.
Dude, he will shiv. He's gonna just be like.
Because I
"Right,
wouldn't
you're
last
right."
this
3
way,
rounds,
he's
he'd
dead.
just kill me the first punch. So it'd be a really quick 3 rounds.
Well, actually, Betty
As
White,
for
'cause
Betty
I would
White,
just-
I would not fight Betty White because she's an old woman, and I would feel like a horrible human being if I ever hit an old lady.
I would get pleasure.
Betty White, because I would just watch this thing.
Well, the woman's like
Would you rather
92
be known
years
as a
old.
loser or a winner?
Would I rather kill someone or get killed? That's the
Like-
question.
No, would you rather be embarrassed and be known as a loser? Or would you rather be known as a champion who defeated an old woman?
I would seriously, no matter what the situation is, I would never hit Betty White. She's 92. She's
Die
a
or
sweet
win?
little old
Question,
lady.
die or
I would
win?
not hit her.
Die
I
or
mean,
win? That's the question right here. Die
I
or
would
win?
break her ribs. I would push
I
her
would body
rib
slam her.
cage.
I would body slam her.
And then you'd be
Instantly.
hated by the
I'm
entire
fucking
world, and
super.
Muhammad Ali would hunt you down and kill you anyway. Because you hurt an old
no,
lady.
Muhammad Ali's dead. What are you talking
His
about?
ghost would come back to haunt you. You hurt a little
My
old
last name's Ali.
lady.
I'm good. I'm in the clear.
Just like,
And we have the same last name. We're good. We're good.
but let's be honest, would you rather be known as that's the guy who got beat up by Muhammad Ali, or is it? Dude, that's the
Should
guy
I
who
be
beat
known
up
as the
Betty
guy who got
White?
killed by Muhammad Ali? Or the guy who killed Betty White?
Would you rather be known as the stupid guy who went up against Muhammad Ali and died? Or would you rather be known as the genius who went up against Betty White and fucked her up?
I still say I would choose to die at the hands of Muhammad Ali before I would hit Betty White.
So you're basically saying, would you live or die?
You would die. I would live.
You're just
He
committing
would live.
suicide right now.
Wait, is Connor even here?
Conrad?
Connor,
Connor?
you've been quiet this whole goddamn time. What do you think?
I don't know if he's still here. Are you still here, Connor?
He's here. I checked. He's here.
No, Connor.
Yeah, Connor. Oh,
I know you're here.
different one. Okay.
I can see you.
What?
Okay.
so
Wait, were you
fresh
asleep this
time.
whole goddamn time?
Huh?
Were you asleep?
Welcome
This
to
ain't
Golden
Go back.
depressed
Go
as
back to bed.
fuck.
Go back to bed. You drunk.
He's not drunk, he's depressed.
That's close enough. He's drunk. Go to bed.
Depressed drunk.
Go home. You're drunk, Connor.
You're drunk.
I'm drunk. I
You made it back.
mean, there's a
This
little
guy's
bit of
holding up
Irish in me,
alright
so
out
I'm
there.
always going to be constantly drunk.
Excellent.
Don't say that.
Come on, you ought to be proud of yourself, Your Highness. The work you did today could save lives.
How's that?
Well, you see, most folk, but some people.
Hey, I know the kind of guy who
Let it
make fun of
happen, so, hey,
myself, so god damn it, I do what I want.
I do what I want as well. I don't understand this about how there was a guy
You don't really know how to
I'm
sniff
pretty sure
out a scoop,
Brooklyn
Your Highness.
subway.
You,
And he
might
was,
just
and
have a
his
future in
girlfriend
journalism.
was giving him
Well,
head.
at least that
in
makes
public.
one of us.
And that
Oh,
man
touche.
could be sentenced up to 3
So,
years in
I
jail
need a
just for
hand.
getting a blowjob
Thing
in the
is,
subway.
it's too
What?
dangerous for your average
Fucking
guy.
hell.
That's where you come in.
Shouldn't it be the girl?
Make it worth your while.
No, because it's the guy.
But the guy is, she's the one doing it. He's the one receiving it.
You have a point.
Ay.
Exactly.
Also, 3 years for a blowjob.
3 years. Okay, 3 months? I could kind of get that.
I would say
3
a month.
years.
That's such the max I would do. A month.
3 months? Like, okay, you're going a little too far. 3 months, but that's okay, rather than 3 years.
3 years.
What are
He's
you
getting
guys
head.
talking about?
A guy got head
Oh,
in a subway and got jailed for 3 years.
No, he didn't get jailed. They didn't find him. Cause like it was like a one needle haystack. Cause no one saw his face.
Okay.
So a guy that
This was ages ago, by the way.
What
A
he
guy
sentenced
got
a guy
head
that was getting head
Subway.
in the middle of a subway for 3 years in jail.
About like if they find him, he would be 3 years in jail.
For hitting somebody, did he get hit
No,
or did
for
he hit
getting
somebody?
head.
No,
he's
for
getting
getting
head.
in public.
He's getting a
Oh, getting
blowjob.
head.
Yeah,
Yes.
getting a blowjob in public.
Well, yeah, that's public indecency. It's a crime.
3 years, though. 3
years.
years! And the girl should be jailed, not him.
You have to remember
She's
that
the
in
one
the
doing
justice system, you only actually serve 1/3 of your maximum sentence. So if he's sentenced to 2 years, it's a several months. That's about it. And if he does good behavior, then he gets out in half that time.
Still. What? That's a lot
Still,
of
man, what's the fucking point of saying 3 years?
Yeah.
Because they're being
It's just like,
sensationalist.
okay, so we're going to say 3 years, apart from we're going to do it in a third, and if you're good, maybe.
It's called sensationalism. If they put in a newspaper, so and so got 1 month in jail, time served because he was in jail for a month waiting for trial, most people would be like, okay, whatever. It's not that important. But if they say 3 years, then people are actually going to read the headline and pay attention. It's
Good
just
point.
like what it's just like what happened here in town. There was a woman who was murdered, and they originally were saying that he was going to get the maximum sentence of 15 years. He actually only ended up serving like a year and a half
For murder.
for murder.
Murder. I mean,
Murder.
That,
Was
the
it
hell?
confirmed? Was he guilty?
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, is that the case that you were at like a few weeks ago?
No, that's a different case, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Did he plead guilty or was he non-guilty? Like, did he plead
No, he
non-guilty?
pled guilty, but they
Okay,
reduced
then.
his sentence because he was intoxicated at the time of his assault.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So he was
What
drunk
was it though?
and he raped and murdered a woman, and
Okay.
he spent like literally like a year and a half in jail, and that's all he got.
A year and a
She
half.
spent
Okay.
5 or 10.
Yeah, 5 or 10 years.
You would think so, but the way the law works is you only serve 1/3 of your maximum sentence in jail, and then if you're under good behavior, you only serve 1% of your maximum of the minimum sentence. So
I'm
you can
starting to get
actually
confused.
get out in
I'm
like
trying to make sense of
almost
this.
no time. That's why they have that rule where when they're sentencing you and they say life without parole, it means that you're not going to ever get out. You're not allowed to leave. Versus if they just give you a life sentence, if they say, I'm giving you, say, 200
you can't go.
consecutive
Yeah,
life
you can get
sentences,
parole.
you can get paroled during that time. So that there's it's wording, right? It's all about legal terminology.
I have an axe.
Nice.
And then, of course, there's
It's
the
made of
difference
steel.
between a death penalty
I'm pretty sure
versus,
we're like-
Anyway, check the
life in
comments if there's
prison.
another
Like
question.
Des treats as
Hey, I
saying,
want to get
life
past
in
this whole
prison is
depressing
25
fucking thing
years,
about this.
right? Whereas if you're on, if you're looking
Death
at
row, you, like,
death row,
get
you're going to
killed.
be killed. The thing is there's
Yeah.
people who sit on death row for 10, 12 years before they get their sentence carried out.
Honestly, would have wanted to die at like the
I would
first year.
just want to die right there. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, I can't be arsed waiting. Just
The
I'd
thing
be
is
like
you
a month,
can't
I'd be
just
like,
get
just
killed
kill
right
me now,
away. There's
please.
all this paperwork and process that you have to go through, and there's appeals and everything else. And so
The
a
amount
lot
fucks
of
I give about
people
paperwork.
spend their entire lives in jail waiting to find out
To
whether
kill.
or not they're officially going to die.
I usually bet to get dead of old age first.
Some do. Some actually die of old age before they have a chance to actually die by lethal injection and or the chair and or
Or, you
Yeah.
know, just firing squad.
firing
don't do
squad
chairs
and
anymore,
or
do
you know
they?
if
They
there's criminals in the
drugs.
jail who might
Bleeding
kill
out.
them first, that kind of stuff, depending on the crime they committed. I always say it's not a justice system, it's an injustice system.
Yeah,
It's
I say
favored
that as
more
well.
towards the criminal than it is towards the victim.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Cool.
there was this one case about how a guy.
Like, I still believe in the innocent until proven guilty, but I still say, like, still, don't give him, like, the sentence even though he's not gonna
I
serve the
saw
full
a
sentence.
story about how this was ages ago, about how a guy, his girlfriend or wife or something broke up with him.
Here we go
him,
again.
I don't know.
Given our run-ins
Boyfriend
with him
broke up
thus
with
far,
the
I
girlfriend
doubt
broke
this
up with the
excursion
boyfriend.
will go
Jesus Christ, that took a while.
unrewarded.
And
Yeah,
she
but
had two
still
young
running his
children, like
errands.
toddlers.
This is the guy
And,
who agreed to run him.
He beat her up with dumbbells to make her ugly for, you know, making it with him. And did something in front of the two toddlers. And he was sentenced to prison. And because of the thing they did earlier about how, because of that, there was a thing put involved about how she would have to write a letter to him, saying that, like, the thing of, like,
Is this
what's
place
going on with the
amazing
children
or
and
what?
everything. And she still had
Breeze
to
is
do
quite
that.
refreshing.
Didn't think
She
I'd
still
enjoy
had
a
to
place
write
like
a
this
letter
much.
to the
Well,
person
sounds like it's made a
who
good
beat
first
her up,
impression.
almost killed her probably.
Attempted to kill her,
I
probably.
think he also raped her as well.
Jesus.
It's a messed up world. There's places where if you rape a girl, she has to by law marry you. Figure that one out.
That is the most stupidest thing I've heard.
Yep.
It's
In a
just
lot
like,
of
I'm tired of being
in a lot
nobody.
of Arab
No.
countries, it is considered more horrible for a woman to have had sex and not be married than it is to have been raped. Like they literally,
And be
if you
married.
get raped, they would your own parents will marry you off to your rapist to save
That-
your integrity.
Is stupid on so many levels.
And then you got Kim
It's a
Jong-un.
weird, messed up world. It just is.
But I always think of one thing in particular. They
Everything in order.
have made cotton
Yep.
candy. Oh, let's just
That's a good
focus on that.
They
Yeah,
made
made cotton
cotton
candy.
candy. They who?
That is all I care about. I'm just gonna eat and I'm just gonna be here.
I'm just
They
gonna eat my
who?
SARS.
Who made cotton candy?
I don't know. I'm just gonna eat it. I like cotton candy.
Okay. I don't understand how that associates to what we were discussing, but alrighty.
It's just like Coke. It's poison, but it's good.
Exactly, man.
And I'm not talking about using cocaine, I'm talking about using Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola is very addictive.
Exactly!
Not really.
But it's poison! Like, you can feel it
Actually,
rolling
for me, it wasn't very addictive. It was like, it's too strong. That's it.
Well, you know,
It's just
I
strong
just like the
taste.
bubbles in my
I
fruit.
was watching on the Science Channel. They were doing experiments to find out what has high levels of acidity in it and can dissolve things. And they found that Coke
took
actually
milkshake.
was. They were able to dissolve people's teeth. Like they just filled the cup with it and put some teeth in it, and like a week later, the tooth had like dissolved inside the cup.
Jesus.
Yeah. What was it? They also put like a battery into it, and it had
Oh, yeah,
it
that
had
shit
corroded
was
right
done.
through the battery in like a week.
So
Have you seen,
what you're saying is,
what happens if
don't
you put...
don't hold Coca-Cola in your mouth for a week.
Yes,
Yeah,
don't
man,
hold
just
Coca-Cola
don't
in your
hold
mouth
it
for
in
a
your
week.
mouth for a week.
I don't think you should do that in general.
But yeah, no,
Like,
it was
just thoughts.
it was just a test to see how acidic it is, like how close